Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Say hello, Quantum Tater. Hello. Oh, yeah, I didn't take damage the entire time I did that. That's a record. Gotta be a record. Last time on Quantum Ball Z, we started laying out the framework for our thing. For our wonderful thing. You'll notice we did a little bit of off-screen stuff. So, that's what I got so far. That's what I wanted. So last time I asked the question, do we enjoy time lapses versus skipping ahead and doing some building off screen? So Chad said, like he said in the 2024 season, which, man, it's been long enough that my brain doesn't really remember all of it, to be honest. But he said basically he likes time lapses. They work well for like things like welding stuff up, but laying out bricks and stuff. If there's not a lot of talking, like not a lot of reason to time lapse, and I agree with that. I think that's not an inaccurate thing to say. Ooh, that was a weird camera shake thing we got going on. So yeah, he basically, time lapses for that, time lapses for going in between asteroids. And then he said this would be an excellent place for a base, provided we do a little extra scouting and make sure that we have cobalt and silicon. And if we look in our space GPS, all the things that say space, we've got cobalt for sure, we've got gold, iron, ice, magnesium, nickel, and uranium and silicon. So we should literally have everything we need within a relatively close distance, which I think is pretty dang great. So I think this is where we're gonna call home. So I did some extra laying out off screen. I built up this airlock, got the new circular door thing here, got a vent fan with a walkway above it. We have just some piping for greebles. We have a light for that. We have another door right here, and then a nice little ramp area to come down and take a look. I did build out some batteries that I've decided I do not want where I put them. I had this idea, I had a different idea after I had laid some out. So we've got an assembler with speed modules set up and piped to a hydrogen tank with a cap on it. So nice pretty hydrogen tank, or H2, I'm sorry, O2H2 generator. Now, Clyde asked when I piped down so I could charge up the thing why he had never placed his H2O2 tanks under his, or generators, his O2H2 generators under his tanks. And he asked why he likes to see the stuff he builds. Now, normally I too am an enjoyer of, sorry, there's some chatter on the chat of a pirate carrier, 850. Okay, I'm not worried about him. Normally I also enjoy having H2O2, like having things visible, but the old H2O generators, not that I dislike them, but they're not my like most favorite thing in the world. So I don't know, for me it was like, oh, I don't necessarily need to have it. And I have these things laid out. I did lay these things out. I wanted to kind of get an idea of what I wanted this flooring and stuff to look like. So that's why these are welded up. I wanted to see what it was going to look like. But I typically, like, I don't mind the way the old ones look, but because they're not the new fancy schmancy ones, I thought, hey, you know what? We'll just kind of cut through and not have to think about that. So what I wanted to do, though, what I was thinking about doing, is I wanted to build a battery storage facility. And the way to do that is going to be to dig into this place. And that means that I'm going to need probably, I don't know if I have the ramps out here. So I guess what we're going to do today is we're going to do some, some building of things and such and stuff and things. That's really what we're going to do today. We're going to stuff and things. I want to make sure that that still looks frozen. And then we need to do, we're going to dig down. So I'm going to build kind of what I was thinking about building is, basically I want to build like a battery warehouse pack thing down here, which the downside is I'm going to have to do a lot of this drilling by hand because I decided not to, think ahead and do this then. So this might be a thing where, I might make an entrance below all of this for the driller guy to get in, but for now we're just gonna see what we can do really quick. But uh-oh. I think I just crashed. No, I'm good. Something just blew up though. What the hell was that? Oh, drones. Okay, well, that's an unexpected turn of events that I wasn't like, yeah, let's fight yeah, drones. Drones are fun to fight, right guys? Ugh. Blasted drones. Don't they know I got stuff to do? Don't they know? We're busy. And it sounds like they're just crashing into shit. So, we're gonna knock that block out. Yep, they're just, okay. Um, what to do, what to do. Cue the combat music. Dun, 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 dun. That's Doctor Who. I don't want to get sued, but they're about to get, they're gonna sneak up on you and murder you. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey. Eat a dick, bruh. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Get out of here. We have a problem. That is a problem. That is the epitome of a problem. Oh, he's coming back. No, 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 no. Dang it, Bob. I'm gonna have to put Bob. I don't want to put him on weld. I don't want him to weld stuff up, but he definitely that's causing me a problem, guys. Ah. Okay. Anyways, that's what we're saying. Sorry, we had to deal with that. That was a bit of a problemo. Let's see. I need some interior plates. I need interior and some of those. Okay. So what I was trying to do before that happened is we needed to go down one more level. And that should be... Oh, we're not going to be able to do that. What block is this? What block are you right there? You're just a 4 block? Okay, perfect.
Energy low.
How do I... Why is my... It's not letting me pick the color. There it is. That was weird. Okay. So we do come down into here and then... Get some space dug out and then... I feel like I need to make a combat ship quicker sooner than later. I didn't really want to make a combat ship, but man, that it's not boding well for us that we have pirates that are just deciding to be real jerks. So that this may create a need that I didn't have previously. Yeah. So, anyways, so what I was saying is, so Clyde, I do like to see the blocks, and the new one I definitely put on display. But I think for some of the old blocks, like I've seen them a million times, and I was trying to make this look a little more. This is going to be the floor block. So put you there, there, and there. Okay, perfect. And then we can. This is where we're going to build our battery bunker. which means
Energy critical.
I know energon critical. Energon's always critical. Means we're gonna need to go get some energy. That I didn't. On the plus side, I know I should probably go clean up the rest of those guys, but I just don't have the urge to really chew those things up and take care of that. Error encountered. Yeah, you did encounter an error. What is that guy? That looks like he's coming towards us. No, he's going further away. Okay, perfect. He is not a problem. I do not have a ship for combat. I have not prepared for this. I didn't expect that to happen. So there's, there's that. That's a feature, not a bug. Oh, I need to empty my stuff out if I'm gonna go pick crap up. So, yeah, that's kind of the thoughts I had with regards to like laying stuff out or I'm sorry, with regards to hiding those things. Now, you can't give me a hard time, Chad. That derailment is 100% because we got attacked by dumb drones. So that's not my fault. That's their fault. If anything, that's their fault. They started this fight. See? Yeah. Yeah. I think the battery section is going to be not I do not plan to make it airtight, I don't think. That drone looks like it's that drone is following me. No. Unpowered device. Give me that loot. Later, nerd. Aw, I didn't find anything special. Okay. What do we got? Hey, can always use nickel. Okay, moving along. Private sale, RLDW. You remember what those things are? I don't remember what that name of that was. So, anyways, yeah. So I wanted to lay stuff out. I think I'm going to do some laying out off screen and then try to do some welding. I'm going to have to lay out a weld ship. I'm going to need a space weld ship to help Bob, I think. It's probably a good idea at this point. I don't know if it's necessary, but, we can work through that, I guess. We can figure out what a Bob wants, what a Bob needs. Um, Thinking about it, I don't have currently an idea or a place for a reactor room, but that's something we can add later once we kind of get some of this laid out, I think. So I'm going to go back into doing this part right there. What are we shooting at? Why are we shooting at it? Bro. Later, nerd. This pirate carrier is becoming a nuisance for me. Um, it's fine, it is what it is. We just deal with as we come. That's what it is. We're adults, sort of ish. Okay, we're not adults, but we could be adults. We could be. That could be a thing we are. We could be. I've been very adult in my life before, once or twice, maybe. So yeah, yeah. Adulting isn't that hard. I like these gradual slope ramps, but I'm thinking we're gonna need something different. Um, we're gonna need something different, which means we're gonna have to drop that out right there. The thing is, I don't want to mess up my airlock that I built so carefully. What are you? What block are you? Okay, small cargo. You're fine. Um, how to do this? I did not plan this at all. So see, this is my bad. You know what? I think this is an excellent location for like a ladder. Like I know ladders aren't cool. They're not this maybe. Maybe are ladders cool? I don't know. Are ladders cool, guys? Let me know. Comment down below. Ladders cool? Not cool. I need girders. Always the girders. No one ever tells you about the girders you need. They always tell you about the girders you don't have. Okay. No one really talks about girders. That's probably inaccurate, but that's okay. Um, I've got the walkway somewhere in this catastrophe of things. Let's see. Maybe I don't. Let's do. You know what I need to do? I need to have a door. Okay, so option 8 for now is going to be button panels, doors. That's fine. That's great right there. I don't need these right here yet. Let's do a ladder. Okay, cool. I can do this ladder here. I like the idea of that. Do I want to do ladders into this thing? It probably makes more sense to do it this way and then this way. Yeah, yeah, that makes more sense. And we'll just do ladders and then I need to drill out some more, obviously. And the downside is I'm not collecting this ice, so that's depressing. But it's fine. My plan is to make oh, you know what I should do? I should do the light. This guy here. Which one? There it is. Okay. And we want you to be like perfect. And then we need that door. Number 8. Got the doors. Perfect. That's what it's gonna look like. And then we'll call this. They're doing it again. Then you come in here, you go up the ladder, and then you walk out. And then, what? They just keep crashing into my asteroid, bro. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. Because of drones. It's their fault. Do I not have auto construction components? Okay, so let's get this laid out really quick. So, I guess what we need to do, we might need to focus on making a... We need to do one of two things. I need to make a welding ship, which does need to happen, but I'm not like... It's not like a huge deal right this second, because I can just plug Bob in and then go look for ore, or mine ore if I need to. But it wouldn't be a bad idea. There we go. OSHA compliant. Safety. Safety third, guys. So then I wanted to do, I don't know exactly where the, there's a cargo container obviously right here. So that means that I could probably go out this armor block right here and come out and down. So what I want to do is I need to build out a platform to build a mining ship, to have a mining ship location. And I was thinking of coming down and out a few bits. So what if we did that? What if we come down here, say cargo container, check, drill this out. This guy. By the way, if I accidentally cut something that needs to not be cut, I'll tell you right now, guys, I will 100, like, and it detaches a huge chunk of the base. I don't know that I'll suffer through the consequences of that. I might just absolutely, like, cheat my way out of it and reload. Just saying. I'm gonna be that guy. I'll do it. Ain't skirt. Okay. Let's do... We can do this. There we go. Pop, 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 pop. Pop. Okay. I don't know how big, so that's the question, right? Like how... beautiful. Let me out. I don't know how far I want to go down, out, and about of this thing right here. You know what I wish they had? This is something you guys would probably lament to me, would also think would be cool. What if they had a way where you could, like, sort of in the, in creative mode, how you can, like, lay blocks out in perpetuity by just, like, essentially holding control or whatever, and it blah, 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 blah. Like, you can just line them out and out and out and out and out. I would love for that to be possible, but instead of it like automatically building them when you turn creative on, what if you could do that, but it wouldn't auto build the pipe, like it wouldn't, like you could lay out, what do you call it, like framework automatically. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be a very useful tool to have, because then you could be like, okay, so we've all piped outwards. So I'm gonna have, I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go out one more, and then I think we're gonna use this block here so that it looks more robust, and we're gonna go down a few pipes, and we're gonna need to pop that out probably, and then I think we're gonna come out right here. This is gonna be the distance, and then we'll use another one of these guys right there so that we can plop out, and then that'll be where we build our platform. Our platform will be this height right here. 3. Let's do a cool shaped platform. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7, 8, and we'll do 9. Have a platform for a landing. There'll be a landing pad for us to have. Actually, we're gonna do that, and then we'll put this block here. And the reason we're doing that is because I'm actually gonna build a platform off of that block right there. If I can, if it'll let me. Will you please? There you go. Now you're cooking. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we will do this block there. And then we're going to do this block here. We're going to go get that unknown signal. That's going to be our next thing we do. So this will be our landing platform, and we have... it may not all be cold. I don't know if I'm going to leave it this color, but we can do... We can do that, and then we'll probably do the intersection. I don't know, I haven't decided how we're going to do that, how big it's going to be, but I was thinking about building a large good miner. I don't really need a large good miner, but I kind of want to. But we need a welding ship first, I think. So put that on the list. Welding ship first, then large good miner.
Energy low.
Oh, good. Those scavenger drones are really, really not helpful. And I've just left my base, unattended. Let's see. Nothing, come on.
Inventory full.
Oh.
Inventory full.
Thanks for nothing. Later, nerds. Whoa! Sweet Christmas, that was dangerous. I just only got 86 by flying debris. I think I have a mod. I think the relative speed mod, I think when things are unpowered or die, I think they tend to... They're supposed to stop moving, but I don't actually know if that's been happening. Get some juice back. Thank you for your... Okay, so platform for landing a big mining ship or some kind of cargo ship is right there. That'll be good. Do you think it's time we start welding this up? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We've definitely got some work to do in this space here to seal it all in. This is going to be obviously built in and airtight, so we need, we're going to need to build that out, but I don't know if I don't know where all the money is in the ship, so we're just going to, we'll collate it later. We need to find an economy station so I can deposit that stuff, honestly. Truth be told, probably needs to happen. It looks like Izzy's is turned off, though. Yeah, Izzy's may be turned off. Okay. Sweet Christmas. Those things need to go away. Okay. So yeah, now that we've got that laid out, I've been trying to use these interior door blocks, but man, it's hard to like, the issue that I have with them, I think, or I think my predominant issue that I have with them is that it's hard to get them to like rotate them enough to be like interesting looking, I think, is where I have a fundamental problem. And like I can't seem to rotate them enough to like make them interesting looking. Like and then because I don't know like, oh, what's the last one I did? Um they're harder to lay out, and like how many of those access line ones is there going to be where it's like, oh, that's a lot of those. So that's kind of been my sort of a weird problem I've been like sort of, I guess, thinking about having. Maybe not actually having, but thinking about. We do need to figure out how to close this space in as well, and that is always a difficult thing because I don't know that there is a right answer. It's a lot of steel plate. I know you're thinking, that's a lot of steel plate. You are right. That is an incredibly large amount of steel plate. I think we could do, for these, if we do this color here, and then I kind of like the idea of like these things being lined up right there where it's like, oh, this is dangerous stuff right here. That's kind of my thought. And that allows us to box all that in. And then if we figure out how to box this space in over here, that's where I'm going to struggle, I think. I don't know if I should do glass. I don't really know what the thought is here. Like, I feel like oh, come on, there we go. Put that there. And then I don't think we're going to need to get to the back of this, so I think all these pieces are actually a waste. I think these pieces are going to need to be... You know what, I don't have to do this piece. I can do this right here. That's what we're going to do. Just place a random block into space, no big deal. And I could even do... No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't look as good. Okay, so then let's talk about this. How far up do we go? Just follow your nose. That's the whole thing. That is literally the top. Okay. So we just need to make sure that we transition that out of this space somehow. And I've got the perfect idea for that. We just go grab this block here, do this right there, and we go whoop, whoop, whoop. And then one more. Bob's your uncle. We got ourselves a line. Goes all the way up. And we probably don't need actually to connect all those things over. We could probably cap that off. But we're going to be using... That is so much steel plate. It really is. It's a crazy amount. I didn't... Did I have a... I had a window pane, I thought. I was going to do... Ooh, that's what I wanted to do this as well. So I was going to have these... and I'll show you what we're looking at here. We need probably... I think... There's no way to... Thinking about it. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. I know the thinking is always the fun part, right? Everyone's like, oh man, this guy. I love that he thinks so much. But do you? Do you love that I think that? Nobody's saying that. Literally no one is saying I love that he thinks so much on screen. So anyways, how's everyone's Memorial Day going? It is that. If you're in the States. If you're stateside, Memorial Day is now. Ah. That is... Please stay over there. Don't come this way. I apparently need to give my guys something else to do other than... It's brutal. It's brutal. I feel like, okay, so we've got this... We've got that line there. And then... What is that noise? I hear it. Oh no! Get out of here!
Inventory full.
Son of a Bisquick! I got stuff to do! I cannot be messing with you being a jerk. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate that you're interested in me and we're friends, but we're not friends. We're not even a little bit friends. I'm gonna need you to get out of here. Okay, see you later. We got all this debris everywhere. And it's because that guy, I'm telling you, I'm about to go into creative mode and go delete him. Not because he's actually causing me any, like, major strife, but because I'm tired of him causing me infinite amounts of hassle. I'm trying to do stuff, guys. What is beyond me? Oh no, I still need those. I don't need these, this, this, this. Ah, I need construction components. Where'd those go? There we go. Okay, back out. It's gonna be a lot of that, I feel like. He's just gonna float there forever and ever, in perpetuity. I should let Bob clean it up. I don't want. Let's see what we got. 5. And then 7. Lab door. We don't need 2 lab doors. How do we... So this is... Oh man, this is going to be hard. So 3 by 3. 1 by 1 flat. Where's the big boy? I know there's a big chunk. 2 by 3 flat. We could do 2 by 3 here. Isn't there like a 3 by 3 somewhere in this chaos? Yeah, big old 3 by 3 boy. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know if I actually like the idea of having a giant window, but I don't know if I want that. That doesn't sound like a thing I want. How many is this? One. So two. Oh, three. That's actually perfect. That would be uh, substantially useful to be able to do that, but I don't know that I've. Hmm. Let's see what this looks like. Let's just give it a old college try, huh? What block we have over there? We have that block right there. Okay, so in theory, we could do this and this, and then 8, and then technically at this point we should be airtight to put this window here. This is not the 3x3. Okay, 8. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. What do we think about that? Do we think that's cool, or that's such a huge amount of glass? But okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna move the Malfoy around. We're gonna get him docked up, and he's gonna start welding. And then yeah, he's gonna start welding. I'm gonna get Bob to work. And actually, I will be right back. And we are back. So, it's come to my attention that it didn't charge me up. I gotta go get this unknown signal. And then we're gonna build a welding ship to help Bob out. It's just what we're gonna do. Should be pretty easy. Hopefully that ship is still sailing away from us. It appears to be, which is great. This ship looks different for some reason. I've got... Whoa! I'm glad these unknown signals don't seem to want to us. Excuse me, they don't. Good grief. They don't appear to want to assault me, which is always nice. You know, I do enjoy not being assaulted. Even though they have guns, so I was wondering, like, are they supposed to be? I mean, that'd be pretty funny if Keen, like, low-key jerk maneuver, if Keen was like, we're gonna go ahead and make the, nope, lost the rest of that. Make the unknown signals hostile. That's not our base. Oh, also, so additionally, last episode, that looks like something near our stuff. I don't like it. Lord Chaos said it was a chill building episode. I'm assuming, pun intended, for the big asteroid we're sitting on. And he also said Tom Ups is always good, so I appreciate that, guys. All right, back at base. So, I will say this. I do apologize if I ask you guys tons of questions, or you're like, oh my god, you've asked that same question 700 times. I apologize if that is a problem. That's not my intent to ask you questions a bunch. It's not really what I'm going for. It's just it is what it is. So I do apologize for that. I know that I just know. I know that that could be a little frustrating, and so I do apologize if I ask the same thing a lot. That is not my intent to be constantly asking stuff. I need girders. I'm just gonna put some in my inventory so that I can build out this ship. All right, Flying Squirrel Part D. Actually, don't know it'll be a part 2. It'll be whatever part it be. Used for park? Nope. We'll give this thing a name in a minute. It's not going to be the flying squirrel, but we are going to give it a name. I'm thinking. What am I thinking? First, go ahead and get ourselves a reverse camera. Perfect. Okay. Now, we need a junction box. I'm thinking. We'll do that. Nope, it's too soon. We'll do that. And then what do we need? We need. Probably need a junction box. I'm trying to think how I wanted to. In my head, I had this idea for a build. Alright, I'm going to lay some stuff out and we're going to see. I'm actually going to turn Bob off so I can think about this instead of him welding up every little thing. And we'll see what we can get. Okay, here we go. We've got ourselves an unknown signal we gotta go pick up. Let's go do that really quick. And then I will show you around what I call the multi-tool. It's really just a single tool though. The weldy tool, the welder, the weldy, the Van Welder. Whoa, my bad.
Energy low.
Uh-oh. Energy on low. Ugh. Too far, too far. Alright. I still think you could turn this into a sweet rocket sled. Like one directional rocket sled. Just get on it and travel. Oh, you know what? I can use one of these for my health. Or, nope, they're for health, not energy. So, I will show you around the Von Welder. I've got down welding and forward welding. That's my thought, like just to turn them on and off. And then skim over stuff. Everything's connected via large, so all parts can move through it. And it should have plenty of thrust in all directions. A couple of batteries should give it the juice that it needs. Alright, let's turn Bob on. Bob, time to get to work. Get to work, my friend. Let's see how long it takes Bob to get this thing put together. Got an vent controller, antenna. We need lights, that's the next step. In fact, we can go ahead and do that now while we're sitting here. I'm thinking, what construction components are steel plate? Oh, let's just grab a little bit of everything. Stick you there, grab here. Let's see, up. There we go. There we go, look at that. Oh, we're... Go ahead and put that like that.
Energy low.
I know. Well, I am turned around. Good grief. I know Energon's low. Thank you for your astute observations, Janice. Let's see, we wanted to do this. I always mess this up. Port's left, right? Is port left? Port is left because it has the same number of letters. That's how you remember. But is port green? That's the thing I can't remember either. I don't know. Let's say yes. Blink interval. 1.5 seconds. We'll do blink length. We'll do 32. I don't know why. Copy. Copy all settings. Fly over to the other side. Get this guy like that. Paste all settings. And then we need to do starb light. And then we can do this right here. We take and make, oh, nope, color. All the way red. All the way red. There we go. There we go. Confirm. What's taking so long, Bob? You're really killing me here. Let's see if we can test it out. Oh, we can. Look at that. Right there. Oh! Why am I getting hurt? Oh, probably because that thruster right there. There we go. Now weld it up. Then we can pitch those up and down. There we go, just welding everything up. Come on, Bob, get together. What do we got in there? We got, okay, 6 thrusters firing down. This thing should be able to see everything. There we go. Success. View up. Can I get into that? It's not gonna let me. Man, large steel tubes, do we not have any? That's crazy to me. Alright. Man, these, alright, let's see. Successful. I think that's everything. Okay. I'm gonna cut really quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do some setup on this thing so that there's, you know, it makes sense for what's happening. So yeah, I will be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, we got it all set up. We should be able to do VW inset connector. Toggle on off. We should be able to group all of our welders together. VW welders. On off. Perfect. So then I should be able to go blap. And then if we look at everything, that's interesting. I have some engines that are just not on. Why are you off? It says on, but they just aren't making any lights. That's... There we go. And then we should be able to do, let's do 3. We'll do 5. Home, remote block, control. Control. Reverse camera. Where are you at? So let me do 5. And then G, reverse camera. 5, view. And then we'll do V. I'm calling this the Von Welder. That's why I keep saying VW. So then we do switch lock. So then I can do bam, and then I can. Why is my connector not on? That's odd. There we go. Lock it down. Turns everything off. Lights everything perfect. Love it. Okay. Now, quick setup for the hinges. Make sure it all powers back on. It does. Okay, quick setup for the hinges. We're just going to do them together, but we can't do them together unless they're oriented the exact same way. So let's find out. Hinge. We're going to say we're going to say you know, we're going to have to do a little bit different. We're going to say control and then 8. Ah, dang it, I did it again. View 8, same thing. That way when we're in it, we can 8, and that's perfect. Okay. Now, G, the hinge right here. What does it do? It's set lower limit. No, it's set velocity, rotate to angle. Set velocity. So rotate to angle, let's say 45. Let's do it at 3. And let's say rotate 45. 2. Okay, so that's up. Okay. Man, I didn't think this through all the way. We're gonna call you starb hinge. Because this is gonna be an interesting thing to set up. So I can weld downwards. Port hinge. Okay, so let's say you wanna go. Let's turn your speed up. Okay, so hey, wait a minute. 45. Hey, they're facing the same way. Oh my God. Is that accurate? Let's find out. Okay, groups. We didn't hinge that. We didn't do a hinge group, but we can real quick. Look at this. Port hinge, starb hinge. We'll call it VW hinge. That'd be great if these are oriented the same way. That would be brilliant. Okay, let's say hinge. That didn't save for some reason. VW hinge. Do that right there. We'll go right here, and then we'll go say hinge group. And we're gonna say rotate to angle 55 at 3. Nope, at 3, and we're gonna call it hinge up. Look at it. Oh my God. What we've always wanted. Guys, it's what we've always wanted. I don't know how I couldn't manage to do this. Okay, so then we need another one. Set. Rotate to angle. We'll say down, so it's going to be negative. We're going to do negative 60. And we're going to say we want to do that at 3. And we're going to do hinge down. Let's see. Testing, 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 testing. I can also turn off all these lights when I'm not doing this. Perfect. I think we can go lower, if I'm being honest. Rotate to angle. I think. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Rotate to angle. So we'll do negative 90, 3. We'll call it hinge down. And then if we turn them all on, look at that. Perfect. I love it. And then just for grins, we need one more group. Set to angle, rotate to angle 0, 3. Hinge newt. Beautiful. Oh yeah, okay. Now, This is the thing I don't ever do, and I probably ought to do it, but I don't. I don't ever do it, and that is, I don't... Why does this keep turning this thing off? Lock on. Something's going on with my Venge controller, because it seems to think that... Okay, so lights on, off. Battery, auto, set to recharge. That on, off. That on, off. Okay. Connection lock. VW connector. Let's see if it turns it off one more time. I hope that it won't, but let's see if it will. Is... Oh, I'm dumb. This is the problem right here. What's it called? It's called a connector, not a lock. Turn on. Perfect. Okay, now. 8, 8. Lock it on. Okay, I love it. I love everything about this. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a little plate. Make that look less stupid. Do we have anything on the bottom side that needs to look less dumb? No, I think we're good. Beautiful. I love every part of it. Happy to be a part of this plan. Happy to be a part of the plan. And we've got oxygen, we got everything we need. Okay, so now we can get off this thing, like so. I don't need my lights on. So this is gonna be the problem. I don't want to set up a script to like I don't remember how to set up the special cargo containers so that I can say don't ever take anything out of this, but I probably ought to. I'm not going to, but I probably ought to do that. Alright, so let's do that. Let's grab... just a full complement of stuff. I need to. What is it? Okay. Bear with me, guys. That Izzy's is... Alright, I'm gonna dock this guy back up. We're gonna lock down. I'm gonna go get this stupid unknown signal, and I'm gonna think about it. Actually, while we float towards the unknown signal, let's do this. No, I don't want to start game recording workshop. You guys are seeing this in real time. Izzy's inventory management. We'll come to the guide. Let's say special. Oh no, I passed it. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. JK. We're good. We're just gonna move a little slower towards it than we normally would, so that I'm gonna have to get it now. Okay. It's fine. 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 Catch you in a second. I'm gonna learn this real quick and then I'll... Yeah. We'll cut to after I... Let's see what we get from this, and then I'll tell you. I'll learn. We'll learn together. We'll learn together. Hello. Thanks for nothing. Okay, I think I figured it out. We're going back to base. We already were going back to base, but now I think I've got it figured out. So what I need to do is I think in the container name, I need to name it no IIM or special so that it doesn't get sorted. So first, let's go here and we'll say modular cargo. We're just going to say VW cargo. Cargo special. Copy all. Let's see if this works. Come over here. Copy, paste. Okay, now, if I go into here, or inventory, and I say ship only, I'm gonna come over here and I say we want 1,000 of those. Okay, no. Not all. I don't need all of them. Okay, so no, it's not doing it. Okay, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? VW cargo container. Cargo node cargo. Oh, maybe I spelled the word cargo. Okay, so it needs to be then it needs to be no IIM. So in the container, would it have to be, would it say string to complete the grid, add the no IIM keyword to the connector, no IIM. So then I would do that from the connector? I need an example. I need an example. So we say no IIM to the connector. I don't necessarily want that. I just want, okay, let's try the connector then. Okay. Connector. So we do question mark, no this, no IIM. That's not right. Do this. In this case, sorting will be disabled. Special containers, however, are still filled with uranium and ice balancing is also active. It's possible to exclude whole grids from sorting by either giving a connector on the grid running IAM or any connector's grid connected to the no sorting keyword. Every ship, vehicle, or whatever that docks the IAM and grids won't be sorted. By having the tag on the ship, only the ship wearing it. So string connection, no sorting, no IAM. So okay, so now, let's see. Let's do a little test, see if it takes everything out. Mm. Is it, could it be? Could it be that this is gonna work? It could be. Look at this thing, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say the thingy's complete? Okay. What else do I need? I have no idea what I don't even know what I'm building anymore. I'm so excited that that is working. So that means that no grid, okay. Probably want more of those. And then we don't have any girders. There we go. Yeah, now we got girders. Yeah. Yeah, boy, yeah. Okay. That worked. So, if you want this whole grid segregated, you change the connector name. I do not like that that is not that color. You change the whole connector name so that it isolates this whole ship. That's what happens. Okay, so now what I need to do is we need to dock this boy. Yep, we got to dock up. Let's go ahead and turn off Bob. And then me, Bob, and the Von Welder are going to, you know what? I'm doing this the long way. Crank on the engines. This thing is still a heavy boat. You know what I'm going to probably do really quick? I might turn Bob on to fly mode just so he can collect that crap. Just temporarily. Because I'm tired of that crap sitting there. So once I turn Bob back on, he'll be able to... Oh, this is hyper sketch, FYI. It feels very sketchy. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna turn off the big boys. Nope, nope, nope. We have a problem. We're touching. We are, in fact, touching. Oh! Oh no! Oh, we parked it over here. That was intentional. Never mind, we're good. I was like, oh no! We've lost the gold digging chomper. Don't worry, Malfour, I got you. Just a little terraforming, not a big deal. Just kind of slowly chew down. We stop. We turn this. Nope, turn this off. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Come back over. We turn you back on. We start the process again. A little bit of cleanup, if you will. Cleanup on aisle 5. We'll get this thing docked, and then I guess next time we're going to start welding. We're going to start the crazy process of welding. I might do some additional laying out off the thing, off the string. And the reason to do that is because I need to go assist with some house stuff. So this is going to be a weird one. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I might pick it up later. If not, we'll see how that goes. But we're going to go ahead and get this chewed out so that the Malfour can dock up with ease. We'll make sure that it fits. And then slowly but surely, come on down. I'm not going to be moving a little faster, but I'm trying to be very meticulous here. Whee! This thing is good. The extra thrust has really made this a better ship overall. Let's see how hard it is to dock. That's not what I wanted. Dang, where's the... Am I missing? Oh yeah, I guess I am. Feels like it's further away than that. Or would be further away than that. Alright, let's knock you down. Sometime today, there we go. Alright. Let's see if we can park this sucker. We're slow, we're slow, we're slow. We're slow, we are. Look at that. We did not put this on our bar at all. Malfour connector. I gotta have it. Forward connector. Switch lock. Alright. Hey, look at that. That is perfect. Good job, Diggy Chomper. Boom. We're locked down. Now, I don't have any event controller things set up here, but what I can do really quick, and we're going to go ahead and turn Bob on here in a second, but we're going to say grind only. And we're going to have him go clean up all that crap that is around us, because I'm honestly tired of seeing it. He should grind enemies and take care of all that business. Yep, there he goes. He's taking care of it. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened here? What do we, why would that happen? I didn't chunk this out, I don't think. Did I just not? Okay. So one thing we need to do for sure, we do need to blueprint this little guy. Let's pull him out for a second, and let's call him what did I say? Oh, I didn't even name him yet. Info, this is the Von Welder. I know my incessant need to what do you call it? Blueprint. That's what I was trying to do. That's good enough. Found all those good. My incessant need to what do you call it? Brain work good. Brain good. My incessant need is something I would put things on subgrids, but then I have 4 facing down welders, plus I can point forward. I just think it'll be good. Um, that should be good. So I think this is going to be versatile. And I didn't want to do back ones because I didn't want to make it harder to dock, but that's what we've done. Guys, we did it. We built ourselves. Let's do a quick walk around real quick. We've got the Malifaux docked up. Had to do a little bit of constructive criticism. It looks like this is just not getting ground down for some reason, so let's go ahead and fix that. Bob, take care of that. What are you doing? There you go. Good, Bob. We started ourselves a little platform. We're gonna build out. This is gonna be where big ships can like landing crab blah, 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 construction. We've laid out a couple of things, so I wanted to have a nice little door entryway. Let's be sectioned off at least, maybe not all the way to the top, but just to right here. And then we've got ourselves some really nice uh, 2 refineries with power yield or yield power speed, and then speed refinery here. And then we got ourselves an O2H generator there, plus the 2 under that, so we can like it'll look cool and we can see some stuff. That's kind of the processing center of everything. We will be building, if we come down here, we will be building, thinking about this, this is going to be a huge air hole problem. I'm going to fix that right now. Real quick, guys, just bear with me. You know what, I can just do this right here. Bob doesn't seem interested in grabbing all this stuff. I will grab it for you, Bob. I need the parts anyways. So let me, at the very least, this needs to be, oh no! It did the thing. Wait, it worked. Did it actually work though? That's the question. Well, we'll see. If I detach that whole thing, I'm telling you, I will straight up reload this bad boy. Not afeared. Not afeared. You know what we could do? In this, instead of this cargo container right here, we could definitely like, we could do that, and then because we're not using that side, we could totally do one of these cool ones. Yeah, so we have an access point, and then it looks less like dumb, right? Because then we got like, yeah, that's cool. What's this? What is this guy here? That's. I would love to know which way I've faced this, so I'm gonna fix it real quick just to see that I do the thing that I was supposed to. Okay. As long as this can be made airtight, we should be good. Anyways, so we're gonna have our battery storage down there. Got these cool little walkways right here, and then I put a light in right there so that it would do that. And then we're gonna do batteries and stuff down there, and that may also be where we set up the rest of our stuff. What are you? No, Bob, what are you doing? I think I know what Bob's doing. I think I did detach this whole grid. So I will fix this, and then we'll come back, and we'll see what happens. Son of a biscuit. I want to be closer. I think last time I was closer. Was I closer? I have no idea. I have no idea. Did I don't know. I was trying to wrap this up. See what Bob did? Bob made my life difficult. Unless Bob is he slowly deleting all of this? Because it's unpowered? Just in case. I don't know what's actually happening, but we're gonna go ahead and turn Bob off because I am not interested in him being a jackwang. Getting too old for that, Bob. All right. Yeah, there we go. That looks right. Well, I had a thing built out. You'll have to forgive me. It's gone now, so. That, and then, no, we went out one more. Yeah, one more. We did one more down, and then I think this is where I was like, no, we need to do the full shebang, which is what we did. So grab that right there, and then we'll stick this, and then we're gonna wrap. I swear, this time, for real. Okay, that's how we're gonna do that, and then we can build off this right here. So a little bit of a reset on accident. We didn't mean to. It happens. There we go. Nope, wrong way. Did I put that on? Okay. Now, Bob. Alright guys, we're gonna come over here. I need a screenshot, and I need to dock this up more than likely. 8. Proximity, we're good. Let's see. What did we do? We did a lot. We're getting blinded. A beacon of light. The tater. Interrupted. Alright guys. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. I appreciate the comments down below. Like I said, I do not mean that same question over and over again. If that's what I did, I'm sorry, chat. Don't hate me. You guys share this with somebody. If they enjoy Space Engineers or weird micro commentary. Up, the sun's setting, big guy. I'm like the Hulk. It's getting dark. You know what? Let's see if we can wave real quick. We sure can't. That's okay, because we can stretch. Alright, guys. Like I said, if you enjoy this, you know what to do. I like the comments. I like the interaction. Yeah, I think that's everything. I will catch you later, taters, in the next one. It'll be a weldathon between me and Bob. And, yeah, did I do the like, share? No, like, subscribe, bell notification. Did I already do that? I think I did. So, yeah. I guess, as always, be kind. And, yeah, bye.